We beat down the unions. You know, we beat up people who want to go into a union. Yeah, we fight against, a proper wage because we're paid to be militant. Yeah, by the people who don't want to pay the wage, and they beat the shit out of the people who want the wage. And it's a war. It's an aggressive war of capitalism, and they'll fire you overnight. If you show any sign against the big capitalistic command. In every case this goes on, in every case. And the only way this is going to change is through spirituality. Spirituality, because this is a spiritual thing. This is all a psychic phenomenon, reality. Yeah? And when you have characters like this, players in a play, characters, we're running this boat, making things happen the way they are. And it's behind the scene, yet it's in front of you. It's happening right in front of you. So I made sure when we put in Trump that you were going to get an educational process that would help to speed things up hundreds of years toward democracy. Yeah? You'd be so wiped out, so terrorized. Even though he's not in office, he's trying to wipe away the ability for black people, colored people, of any kind, whether you're Latino, anything, If you're outside the white supremacist reality, then you're not going to get a vote. And they're doing everything they can in Texas and Michigan and Florida and every state that is a part of this Trump Republican capitalistic process, anti-democracy. Yeah, completely anti, and it's so clear. You can look at it. Watch the news. Observe it. Realize that you are on the edge of being the number one country in the world that's non-democratic, and it's being shown to the world that you are not a democratic country, that you're a ripoff, that you're ran by idiocracy, not by any true thing that would be in relationship to what our Constitution is based on and what the principles of our government is based on. None of that is applied in the process of our government, not in true government. It's all just titulary stuff. Titulary means that you put it there in order to play it out, so it could be an actor in a game. So just like a set, it's not real, it's just a set. But it looks good. You think, oh, wow, that's the White House, that's something else. Look at those flags, that's got to be everything, Oh, look at the military standing there. Oh, my God, that is really something else. And that's the way it hits Trump. This delusionary makeup thing, a delusionary thing, has nothing to do with America. America is people working, being creative, getting up and going to work, and loving it, loving their job. It's one of the hidden things inside of all of humanity, is that they have a soul and they have a purpose for being incarnated. That every single person can be slowly but surely led to the point of what it is that makes them happy. What allows them to get through the day and not feel that they're being trampled on, beaten up, untolerated for any changes that they want to make in the world, And that all those things, their aggravations, their depression, all of that just builds up in a capitalistic world. It all just builds up because there is no maternity leave, and you get no vacations for all that you're going through. And you're doing it for what? Patriotism, people, patriotism. You might as well be under Hitler. There is no democracy. Yeah, does that make sense? Yeah. And when we come out of process, here, look at this, Mr. Trump, lovely little Trump. This is something that he set up. This is the Trump card. It is not a business card. It proudly announces a new plan to con supporters out of their money, the official Trump card. The Trump's strongest supporters It's for all Trump supporters, yeah? They will be a sign of their dedicated support for the movement to save America. I'm putting my faith in you. Yeah? This is what a mass email he sends out. Yeah? The cards do not appear to be given freely, though instead supporters will click on the link and vote for a design redirected to a fundraising page where they will then be met by messages encouraging them to give money. President Trump appreciates your input, and now he's calling you to take the next step and save America. Yeah? We're almost becoming democratic. President Trump wants to see your name at the top of the donors list. I don't care who signs that thing. He doesn't know you. He doesn't care about you. And he just wants your name on a list. So he's able to send out emails to this donor list and ask for more money. That's what the card's for. It's to set you up so that you're now inside the Patriot list. And now they can send you emails that will direct you toward more stuff. So then he does this. And then they while this is going on, they checked the process of what do people feel about Trump? You know, what would they feel if he was to come back into office? 60% of people surveyed, including Democrats, believe that Trump bid would be bad for the country. In 2020, he put out scam emails to all of his supporters, asking his supporters to do exactly what he's asking them to do on this card. Give me money. Give me $100. Give me $50. Give me $10. Just click this little box. Yeah? But it doesn't mention that under that box is another box that's already clicked. And it says in very small print, in order not to have to pay this every month for the rest of your life, click this box, or we will do a reoccurring plus an additional $100 at the end of every month. An additional $100. And this is true. That's what was in the email. When people clicked it and they sent their credit card, that credit card went into a list, and now he's building on that list. Yeah. Isn't that lovely? So he got busted for that. He collected $1.2 billion, ripped off people, $1.2 billion. And now he's being forced to pay back $122 million. And it affected things dramatically. Banks, credit card companies were inundated with fraud complaints from the president's own supporters. 1/3 of all their complaints was about Trump. I mean, there's a lot of people who rip people off, and the 350 million people in America. And out of all those people, which a lot of them get ripped off every single day, and the banks have to go through that process, 1/3 of all of that was from this one man. That is billions of dollars. Yeah? His own campaign wasted $1 billion in less than 1 year. Wasted it. Yeah? And they responded by fraudulently bilking Trump supporters of $1.2 billion. $122 million of that was sent back. They were endless, and his fundraising scam showed why he must be indicted and kept away from ever being able to do this again. So all of that is a scam. That's a scam. But then he scams the whole country to tell everybody that the election is fake. And he immediately does that by trying to contact Jeffrey Rosen, who's the attorney in charge, and tries to get him to say that it's corrupt and that he and the Congress will take over after that and deal with it, as long as he will say that it's corrupt. And if that happens, the election is over. It has to be redone. That starts a coup. Yeah? He actually did that. We all know he actually did that. There are a lot of people coming out right now being checked out over that. Now check this one out. Does he want your money? Is he on your money? Does he have credit cards? Is he taking out a lot of people's money? Does he make money? Send it out. Fake money. Money, money, money. My money. This is greed. 40 years ago, the KGB realized that greed. And he was a dream for KGB agents. And the number one, Yuri Shevets, who was the number one agent at the time, was bringing this guy in. And they realized that he had all of these weaknesses. They said that the KGB began cultivating Trump as a prospective asset in 1980. His business relationship to Russia and ties and oligarchs are part of a long, ongoing Russian intelligence operation. First came the KGB's attention when he opened the Grand Hyatt Hotel, his first major Manhattan real estate project. Trump's most appealing quality is his personality. Vanity, narcissism, flattery will get you everywhere. And Trump also has a relationship with the evilest man of child pedophilia. And who do you think it was that put Epstein in prison? Trump. Trump did it. Trump called the FBI, called the police, the Palm Beach police, and told them he could verify that he knows this guy is a pedophile and that he should be. And he did this just so that the guy could not bid on and buy a mansion, that was being sold at a very inexpensive price. And the two of them were bidding on it at the same time. And because Trump wanted to win, he put his buddy, a fellow pedophile, in prison. Busted his ass. This is your president. This is how he hangs. This is how he rolls. He is a living embodiment of the 7 deadly sins. And that's an actual picture of him. Envy, gluttony, greed, lust, pride, sloth, wrath. If you believe, as conservative evangelicals do, that he's God's anointed, you're serving the other master. I thought that was cool. Shit happens. Yeah, so we have quite a process within capitalism, and it is a well-built, established United States. Well-built, established United States. We established it by slavery. We established it by the process of, all the different corrupt qualities that we built within our system, in our police system, our governing system, our military system. Everything that we've got going on is established in a non-democratic way. It's established totally in a capitalist, somebody is capitalizing on the process. Whatever it is, somebody is capitalizing on it. If it's the military, somebody is capitalizing on that, making billions of dollars just because we're at war. Somebody's capitalizing on the process of children need education, but instead they make sure that all the kids do not get support to go to college, and they have to pay these enormous funds in order to get into college and have that debt for the rest of their lives. That's capitalism, people. Capitalism is doing that. Not anything else. Not like, oh, I'm so lucky we have insurance companies, or I'm so lucky we have banks that will give us student loans. I'm so lucky that the government has pushed such a student loan program. No, you're not lucky. You're in capitalism. You're being taken advantage of. And it's a long-term game. It's a long-term thing. This pyramid that they've set up is long-term. In order to keep everybody functioning, they have to keep the pyramid going. And it's money. It's all about hordes and hordes and hordes of money. That is stock market, that is religious money. How much money does the Pope have? How much money do these evangelical kind of religious dogmatic idiots have? They're some of the richest people on the planet. And it's all capitalism. They are capitalizing on you. They're capitalizing on your Christianity. And it's a lie. And they have to lie to pull it off. All of this is really bad. Not only do you not get the benefit of all that's supposed to come from you by your democratic nature, by your caring nature, by your willing to work the job and go to work and get up for school at 7 a.m. and get into school and not, have all these expectations, and you fulfill them, in a system to where the school sucks. You have to pay for the books. Teachers don't get paid enough, and they have to make up all the material needs for the school because there's no funding for that school. Let alone the teacher gets off 3 months out of the year. Is that paid? No. So we take advantage of that teacher for that whole period of time that they are working, and we pay them a decent, what you might think, a decent wage, which isn't, because they don't work for 3 months out of the year. And they get no money for that, not a dime. Oh.